Welcome back, everyone, to week number 2 here on the HSEL broadcast. We are now joining you from, I believe, the California State regional tournament here. Once again, I am Camcom, joined by the lovely Axeman87 to my right on your screen. To my left in person, this is my left, actually, but you're on my right as I hold out my left arm. Wait. Yeah. Wait. This is okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm playing with Maris. We have ASL taken on, nope, I mixed it up. ASG versus MSJ here for our game number 2, Axeman.
We sure do here, Cam. 2 Californian school teams coming through for you here. We decided on the term young adults last cast, so that's the term we're going to use going forward. As Cam doesn't appreciate the K word, we won't use the K word anymore. It's the Asgardians versus San Jose coming through for you. We got the draft already done. I'm not sure if those are up on screen. They probably could be though, right? Right? We can make that happen.
We may or may not get to see the draft.
I'm told we cannot. I'm told we.
Okay.
Oh, hey, let's go. It's coming through now. All right. So the way this worked was that we got to see some of the bands, but then there were other bands that came through. Screen. Now we're off again. Everything's good. Fiora get locked in here. Should be in the top lane. I think maybe they're picking an order. Could be not picking an order as well, though.
I do believe that they should be picking their own champions here, as like you said, they did do this draft beforehand here in the pro draft, actually, not even draft full. So you will see that Leona that was actually B1 by ASG. I do not remember the last time we saw a B1 Leona. We were taking bets on which AD carry we thought that they would be pairing with the Leona as Draven was banned. And neither of us were correct. It is actually going to be a Tristana in the AD carry position here for ASG. And on the flip side, we see an Aatrox here locked in on R5, but I'm dying to see what they banned, because in our client we saw that there was an Aatrox banned by ASG. They banned LeBlanc? What? Okay, well, we saw ASG ban Aatrox, but then MSG locked Aatrox, so we were very confused. But I guess they just didn't ban Aatrox.
It didn't ban Aatrox, right? And now we're almost through the draft. You can see all the champions coming through. It is Mordekaiser, the Fiora, the Leona Tristana, and the last one. And then on the flip side, Aatrox, Alistair, Kaiser, Zach, and the last one that you can see in just a little bit. That Nico coming through there as well.
Gragas,
that's right. Gragas coming through. So big front line for San Jose. Yeah, San Jose coming through here. And then they got Kaiser for a little bit of the damage on top.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, I thought for a second that you flipped the sides, but I don't think you have to flip the sides. I was very confused. Okay,
nailed it first time.
You big brained that a little bit too much there for me, Axeman. But yes, it is a whole heckin' ton of AP damage here from MSG, which is funny. Usually you see very AD heavy comps, but this one is in fact very AP heavy. And depending on what Kai'Sa builds, I just don't know the meta build for Kai'Sa right now. Kai'Sa in and of herself is kind of like in that C tier range for AD carries. You really never get to see her in competitive play, so I just don't know what her meta build is right now. If it is AP, then they do have 3 AP damage dealers and 1 AD damage, but if she does build AD, then they are kind of a little bit leaning 50-50. ASG, on the other hand, has the same problem. They are definitely more split, even 50-50, but we were talking about it earlier. Nico actually just received some sort of attack speed, AD damage buff, and generally speaking, in the last year or so, I do think AD Nico has been more popular than AP. It does deal a lot more damage, especially to towers, and she has a really strong split push presence, so if she does build AD, then they are 3 AD, 1 AP here for ASG as well.
And that is a good ratio for me. Blue side here for the Asgardians. Just the one eligible jungler, I would go ahead and say, is the Mordekaiser. And over on the red side for Mission San Jose, I would say a number of eligible junglers here. We have the Gragas that could potentially be the jungler, could have Zach could potentially be the jungler. Any of those could jungle if we're looking at it. Alistar, maybe a jungler, could be,
Yes.
could be,
Kaisa could
could
be jungler, could be jungler.
Almost any of these champions could be the support as well. So we're not 100% nailed down on what the roles will be for Mission San Jose. We'll get those up for you here in just a few minutes.
Now, Axeman, I have recently casted, I think it was like literally a week ago, was a Zac support. Demonic Embrace is what I was expecting this Zac support to build. And honestly, I would expect a Zac jungle to probably build Demonic Embrace as well, but especially support, I think you definitely need a Demonic Embrace on this champion. I don't remember what he built, but I can tell you one thing, it was not Demonic Embrace, and the champion did not go over so well. So I would love to see Zac go back in the jungle, where I think the champion gets to thrive a lot more, and I'll predict a Gragas mid, but I think Gragas mid might be one of, if not the hardest lanes to actually play him in. So it takes a lot of micro. It takes like hundreds of games to master this champion. So I'm assuming that there has to be a really strong cover pick for the Gragas player.
I would say so. I would say so for sure. Of course, a number of these champions also good top side. I think Zach is probably the best top laner here, but Gragas was right behind him, and Aatrox is right behind him, and even Alistar could be played up top too. So we got like four-way flexes. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now, folks, and it could go any way. Meanwhile, on the flip side, I think maybe Tristana and Nico maybe flip-flop between middle lane and bottom lane, but that's about it. I think probably Tristana bot is what we'll see here, as that works pretty well into the Kaisa, and should be doing just fine. Cam, who is the hardest champion in this draft for you to crochet?
Oh, okay. Hardest champion in this draft. I want to give it to Alistar. I'm thinking Alistar and Leona. They're very not human shapes, and I feel like Leona has a lot of extra parts. Like, you would have to do the sword and the shield and the helmet and, like, the massive hair that she has.
For sure.
And, like, that's just a lot to do, and it's also all one color, which means that you have to really be good on the shaping of it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, a lot of these other champions are a lot more forgiving. Like, if there's multiple colors, then the shaping is not as important, but if it's all one color, like, it would all be orange on Leona. Like, the shaping has to be perfect, or else it just looks like a blob.
Gotcha. Speaking of blobs, I think it'd probably be the easiest to do Zach, right? I mean, they just
He's a green circle.
Just a green
with
guy.
a little smiley face.
Maybe you do like a little crooked, like black line or something for the mouth or something like that, or
it could be like a dark green mouth almost.
Could be a dark green for sure.
Yellow eyes would actually be the hardest part for Zach, I think, because most eyes that you can buy pre-made are all black. And I think black eyes would look very strange on Zach. I really think you need the yellow eyes.
Yeah, the yellow eyes seem pretty important here. Number of really cool skins coming through for you. Ashen Grave Knight Mordekaiser is one of the coolest things in the game. When you kill someone in your ultimate, in your death realm, you get big wings. It's really cool. Also, this awesome like music track plays for everybody on the map, which is awesome too. It's a very cool skin.
Everyone on the map getting music at the same time doesn't sound like the most fun thing in the world, but
no, it's so fun.
All right, I'll take it from you. I'm looking at some player runes here across the map here, Axeman. I'm seeing a lot of ones that are giving me some head scratchers. Electrocute Nico is the first one that I'm going to mention. That does mean that she is building AP, which I do believe is the less meta build for her right now. I definitely think attack speed would be more beneficial meta-wise, but comfort-wise, if you are a Nico player, you probably started playing Nico as AP, so it is more comfortable to build her in that scenario. But across the map, Grasp Fiora, I don't remember her being a Grass champion. I remember her being a Conqueror champion. I could just be wrong on that, though. And Alistar on the Glacial Augment also sounds very strange to me, Axeman.
Yeah, the Glacial's a little bit different. I think you have easy ways to proc it, though. You point and click stuff on Alistar, which is nice, and can certainly make use of some of the added CC there on the rune. A couple of things interesting for me. I think position-wise, we do have Gragas mid, Aatrox top, Zach jungle. So that kind of all lined up a little bit here. I'm still a little bit unclear on mid lane and bot lane. I think mid lane, probably Nico with that positioning. But we'll have to find out as we push forward. Also, we do have a hobber. We got Takayaki Nico. There we go. Takayaki Nico coming through on the Tristana with Hailblade.
Yeah, I was going to say, just based on Tristana taking heal, I was pretty certain that she was going to go bot. I think when you go mid lane, you usually take teleport or ignite, just more classic summoners for mid lane, rather than the heal that you typically see in bot lane. Now, we did have a very quiet level 1 similar to the first game that we saw here today. The only real difference being the junglers are starting on opposite sides of this map this time, which does mean that we won't see them have a perfectly mirrored clear into a first 3v3 or 2v2 gank, depending on the sides of the map that they do start on. We also have a pixel ward bush. We did not have any wards placed level 1 last game.
Certainly didn't know early wards, but this game, we got that one coming through for you, showing what the young adults are thinking when it comes to the greater overall gameplay here. A little bit of a higher level in California. California pretty elite when it comes to this stuff.
Yes,
good look.
Yes. Axeman, when I played in my high school state league, I was in Virginia during my high school years. We had a very Virginia-specific meta for high school. It was unlike any meta I've played in any tournament, seen in any tournament, anything like that. It was very much jungle 1v1 focus. Like, more so than you've ever seen before. So every single jungler that you picked was picked for 1v1 against the enemy jungler. And It was almost always like just the jungler that has better 1v1s ends up winning the game.
Some real Warwick Xinjiao stuff. Yeah.
Rek'Sai was one of like 100% picker ban pretty much across the entire Virginia League during the time that I played it. That was I've never seen Rek'Sai so high prio.
Rek'Sai extremely high prio for her 1v1 capabilities. That's incredible to me. We actually just fight to the death with Rek'Sai and I guess some other jungler. Down bot side here, we got a little bit of lane gank for you coming through from 3T2H on the Zac. He's got double buffs. He's looking for the dive. He wants the smoke, folks.
This is a 5-camp Zac in a straight bot lane gank here. The only camp that he skipped was those Krugs. Krugs definitely not nearly as important in the first clear as they once were, so they also take way too much time to clear. In my personal opinion, double buff landed by Celia. He's even still taking the tower shots. One more tower shot will go down on him, and 3 tower shots, like I said last game, enough to kill pretty much any champion on Summoner's Rift when they are only level 3. So it might look like a 1-for-1, but it was an execute on Celia, so it will not actually matter. It was a 1-for-0 in the favor of MSG.
Good stuff to be sure here, Cam. Really good stuff to be sure. Ryong up top side now. He's got the Mordekaiser. He's looking for the angle, level 4 here. And that sweet, sweet Grave Lord, Ashen Grave Lord skin there. It's even got the chroma. Here's the gank. Oh, it's so cool. The animations are so cool.
I will take your word for it. I don't think we get to see the animations until level 6 is what you're telling me here, but across the map has been quite quiet outside of the level 2 or level 3 3v2 on the bot lane, but we got another 2v2 here. Celia landing a really nice engage on the Dubcow, but Dream unfortunately cleanses what I believe was nothing. I think he was trying to give a heal over to Celia, but did have the wrong summoners go for that one. Flash coming out from Celia, trying to just secure that kill onto Dubcow, but will end up trading out all the summoners on the bot lane. Nothing else much can happen down there.
Yeah, nothing much really can be happening down there. 3T2H coming up the top side, trying to get Storymaker sucked into the gank here. Here he goes.
Here he goes. Bouncy, bounce, bounce, bounce. No, oh, that wasn't a bounce. That was a flash. Cheating.
Just a little cheating going on here on Summoner's Earth. Ryong, he's in the tri-bush, and he wants to get in for the gank. but there is no third man there. You see Dubcow walking up. They're going to step forward.
Gonna step forward. Does look like the first gank down here on the bot side by Ryong. Did burn that Ghost try and continue with this 3v2 in bot lane. And don't even know if it was needed, but you will secure 2 more kills now. First 2 kills actually on the board for the Asgardians. Just like that, they will be able to pick up the first dragon for themselves as well.
Nicely done here. So far from the Asgardians, really well done for sure. You like the Mordekaiser jungle gameplay if you're a Mordekaiser fan. He's up CS, he's got the good ganks down, and he's building good items. You like to see it so far here. I'd like to see him push this item advantage into that one that slows them down. You know what I'm talking about, the item. Like those items. Then
slows them down. There's a lot of items that slow X, man.
Nope, the big one with the ice. It's good stuff. Sorry, Maker.
Iceborne Gauntlet.
Nope, different one. Different one.
Okay. I don't know, man. That's the big one that slows. That's also the big one that gets solo kills on the top lane there. Starry Maker actually getting a solo kill through Tabbies completed by Snaky. Just the damage coming out from the... It's not perfect execute, that's Kali. Don't know the ult... What is it? What is her ult name? I know it's not perfect execute, that sounds quite like
Challenge? Grand Challenge?
Yes.
Yeah. I knew Grand Challenge, but I didn't know Ice. It's like a staff. It's like a staff. I could see it in my head. With a crystal scepter? Crystal something.
That is not an item.
No, it is. It has to be. Rylai's crystal scepter. That's what it's called. I knew it.
You think that he's building Rylai's first?
Yes, absolutely. It'll happen on your screen right now. I promise you. The Leafy Bush is going to take the task. Pop Blossom.
Oh no, Pop Blossom, and the Ignite dropped onto Penguin here, and really good use of the Nico W there. Leafy Bush even able to make it out alive, just barely thanks to the W.
That was a sick fake. That was really well done. You like to see the Nico mechanics. Celia, not going to catch him out on a ward. Instead, going to drop back here. 3T2H wants back in.
Ryong might not want back in on this 1v2 here on the top side. 3T2H keeping him locked down, keeping him away from the top lane and away from his level 6 power spike here as well. Starry Maker popping the grand challenge onto Penguin, and the X2 damage might just be enough to secure him 1 kill, but that might not be enough to secure him 2 Ignite. Drop down the Starry Maker, but I don't think it will be enough damage for any kills. Leafy Bush committing his flash there to get the Zac passive off of 3T2H. I don't think Zac will actually end up dying, but they are still team fighting. Even underneath this turret, even with Starry Maker recalling away 4 members underneath this mid-outer turret here from Asgardians. And they're
Look at Ryong
able to take out Leafy Bush. And in the end, Celia will end up trading his life, unfortunately, for that one. Dream still in a mini 1v1 against Ryong.
Look at the wings. It's so cool. Oh, that's so awesome. God, that's just so cool. I love that skin so much. It's really cool. When you take the back animation, the wings get even bigger. And you can't hear it, but there is like a really cool song playing on Summer's Rift right now. When that does happen. It's an awesome skin. And the red chroma is even better. I love it so much. But yeah, across Summoner's Rift, CS numbers super high for Astream down bot side on Kai'Sa. Building up that first item next reset should be the ticket to that item. Clearing waves here in the mid lane just right now. Bush might actually take this one. They have Pop Blossom.
Leafy Bush does have Pop Blossom, does not have that Ignite though. One more auto would have done it. But the range from Dream just about able to keep him alive there. Meanwhile, you see up there on the top side of the map, Asgardians taken the first Rift Herald of the game. They were also able to claim the first Dragon of the game. As a reminder, after the bot lane 3v2 that Ryong was able to win, and you got the Dragon on the bot side, Herald on the top side. Might just be looking to drop the Herald right now here as well, if Snaky does end up going down in the 1v1. Starry Maker putting in a lot of damage here. Does have a 2-level lead over Snaky as well.
Certainly does. It's going to be the dive here as well. Rift Herald channel.
Turret's just gone.
Snaky's just walking out.
Snaky forced to give up that entire cannon wave worth of gold and experience. And now his tower is entirely gone here as well. Back down here in the bot lane though, knock up in can knock up into Solar Flare, but the Solar Flare is only for Flare as strong or 80 carry does still end up going down. Rift Herald looking for her second hit onto the inner turret here of MSG. Will just about be able to land that before she does end up falling. Snaky as well just might end up falling underneath his second turret.
Good stuff. You'll love to see it. Hard Penguin back in the mid lane. I guess S-Dream didn't want to hang around. Back down the bot side looking for the pick onto Takayaki Nico. And they got that pick down. They're looking for additional plates now as the timer passed 12 minutes. Little engage from Dubcow. See if this goes anywhere, Cam.
Stream already popped with the Killer Instinct as well as the cleanse immediately followed by the flash, but Dubcow following him with absolutely everything straight on his head. Takayaki even does have 2 kills now. Penguin running in the wrong way on Summoner's Rift, just looking to buy some time, has some extra healing there from the passive, but I do not believe it will get him out. 2 more kills now for the Asgardians.
Nicely done there by Ryong, who is quickly becoming my favorite player on Summoner's Rift. So much fun watching this guy. By the way, also picked up the wireless Crystal Scepter because I am the greatest analyst alive. Come on, let's go. Give it up for me, everybody.
You didn't know what the analyst was called.
Sound off the chat. Sound off the chat. I got there eventually.
X-Man, the fake CB Wolf fan, didn't even watch CBL yesterday now. He's the greatest caster of all time. This is truly something.
It has to be me. Who would it be if not me? Yeah, not really sure where he's going for the build from here on out. But hey, I got that first item, and that is all that matters. Ryong looking for the gank here, the engage.
Might just be a little bit too late. Solar Flare does land on the S-Stream. Did not have the cleanse to get out of that one. And Dubkill might just have enough time to get out of this one alive. Celia now all on his own. Does not have an 80 carry. 3-2-2H. Just a little bit too late here. Just trying to keep his support alive. But the Zac is so tanky. The Zac has so much damage. He's got himself double kill here for now. Shadow Realm not available again for Ryong. Does have the Kaisi stats, but the Kaisi stats will not help in the 1v1 as the triple kill comes out from 3T2H. He was late, but he was fashionably late. Meanwhile, up there on the top side, Snaky just not allowed to stand outside his towers whatsoever.
Absolutely not. Storymaker is so strong on the Rift right now. Divine Sunder building this champion, and he's going to need it though. 1v2.
Storymaker does not have anything available to him in this 1v2 outside of just pure damage and pure stats. Still almost takes down Dream in the almost 1v3, but will in the end give his 300 gold shutdown to, I believe, Penguin.
Yeah, I think Penguin picked that one up as well. Their first kill of the game. In a very close game it is so far. Cam, gold nearly even on Summoner's Rift right now. A couple of carries you should start to look out for. First and foremost, the massive Zac. 3T2H, 6-0 on the Rift. He's got the Radiant Virtue, one of the strongest items in the game right now. And he is bringing it to the Asgardians right now. Speaking of the Asgardians, Ryong also in the jungle position, super strong. He's the big red guy in the suit of armor with the massive wings. You love to see that. It's super cool. I can't stop talking about it. And, and he's my favorite player, so.
I mean, we kind of memed on it a little bit during Champ Select, but apparently this jungle matchup really is the matchup to watch this game. Both junglers so far having massive impacts across Summoner's Rift. We are tied in Dragons, but we are just 2,000 gold ahead right now for the Asgardians. Ryong finds himself in a 1v3, but will convert that into a 1v1, and Dream does not win this 1v1. Does get Ryong real low though, but these stats might just keep him alive. Really nice solo for the flash. Pop Loss is also going to come out here from DP Bush. There's just so much CC. 3T2H, the last member standing, just kind of forced to watch his bot lane die, and 3T2H gets to walk out purely based on his own tanky stats.
Oh yeah, the boy is just too big, but he's back in.
Backend does have a level disadvantage, but what he does not have is a health disadvantage here, but will end up walking away with his life. He knows he does not need to commit onto the Nico here. Does not have any shutdown, no reason really go giving your 200 shutdown for no reason.
Great stuff. Perfect even. Looking at the Dragon now under in under a minute soon. Ryong trying to set that up right now and force 3T2H out of the jungle. They may dive sneaky here. It's 3v1. We'll see. Oh, did I say 3v1?
3v1, no, we got a 3v3 down here on the bot lane. Ryong just kind of doing a drive-by through the turret. He did pop his ghost to get there quicker, but no fight to be had. Ryong will not have his ghost up for this first dragon, or I guess third dragon, but second dragon, I don't know where I got first. There's a lot of different things that you could call this dragon. It's second dragon for both teams, though, is what I'm going to go with, so first cloud dragon is what I'm going to say, though. I don't know what I'm going to call this dragon. Axman, name this dragon.
All right, naming the dragon. It's a cloud dragon. Gonna call this cloud dragon.
Is it first, second,
Puff.
or third dragon?
Then name it Puff. This is Puff the dragon.
It's the first, second, or third.
Why, is that IP or something? Let me Google it. Oh my God, Puff the Magic Dragon. Wow. Okay. Well, my bad, folks. That's my bad.
You never watched Puff the Magic Dragon? Oh.
I thought that was an original idea, but I guess that was from the subconscious. Okay. Anyway, this is the third dragon on Summoner's Rift, and MSJ taking that one down.
Puff the Magic Dragon was American Talent, a TV show dragon, right?
I do not know.
Yes, I'm getting confirmation. I know exactly who Puff the Magic Dragon is.
Okay. In that case,
he's a really fun comedian that dresses up as a dragon, and he went on America's Got Talent. And I don't think he won, but I think he made top 3.
Wow. Okay. So that was actually a deep cut reference from Max87. You're welcome for that, big comedy fan.
Britain's Got Talent. That's why I know him. Then I watch a lot more Britain's Got Talent than America's Got Talent.
But the British are more talented, right?
Oh.
That's just true. But they do pick up the dragon. That is Mission San Jose. And, they're looking to take additional objectives across Summoner's Rift, like the fans at home, picking up the fans. Right, Cam? Save me. Save me, Cam.
It is Valentine's Day tomorrow. I hope someone's getting picked up. There you go. I saved you. Don't worry.
That's where I was going. It was a Valentine's Day reference.
Yes. I hope everyone here has Valentine's Day planned for tomorrow. I know our scrims were canceled for Valentine's Day. I hope all of their scrims were also canceled for Valentine's Day.
Oh man, yeah, that is funny. Holy cow! I just imagine an esports team getting together and being like, "So, anybody got a date? Do we have to cancel scrims?" And everyone's just like, "No." What a sad meeting that would be. But that's good. You got them canceled, Camp. That's good.
Yes.
I got the scrims canceled.
I was gonna throw hands. My boyfriend thought he had scrims, and I was like, "You are not going to scrims somewhere."
You absolutely do not have scrims,
Even
my
if
friend.
he thought he had scrims, I'm telling him he don't have scrims tomorrow.
You do not have scrims under any circumstance. Rift Herald drop mid, going to take a bunch of HP off of the turret. Really Porky picking it up on the stream right now. But Grand Challenge comes out. Hard Penguin does the old stand in place technique. Does eventually go down here. It works. Sometimes they forget you're there.
I didn't know he was watching. He's now spam DMing me. Oh my god.
Nice. He's like, why would you mention me on broadcast? Why would you?
I'm so sorry.
Just because you're famous doesn't mean I have to be. Oh man, poor guy. Well, now you know you have plans, dude. Congrats. Hopefully you knew before this, but you know now.
What's happening, Addison? There's a game going on, League of Legends.
There is a league game, yeah. That's what I'm told anyway. 2 minutes until the next Cloud Dragon spawns. This is an opportunity for MSJ to further their dragon stacking lead and get closer to the coveted Dragon Soul, or an opportunity for the Asgardians to make a comeback.
Oh, I clicked the wrong button. All right, there we go. I am back on the remix now. Hello, welcome. I'm here. You know who's also here is Dubcow. Might not be here for much longer. He just almost made it out alive. The 3-man hog loss has been up from Icky Bush. Playing that so well. The re-engage here from 3T2H might just be a little bit too little, too late. Celia trying to flash away here as well, but will not be able to make it out alive. Just watch the Aatrox walking it down from top lane. He will be very late to this team, but his lane opponent, Sorry Maker, with the triple kill to close out the dragon fight. Now there is still 50 seconds left on the dragon spawner, so the death timers are still low enough that we can definitely see a dragon fight over the same exact dragon again here in a couple of seconds. Snakey is not going to be able to protect this turret on his own.
No, I would say not. Not since Ryong is here. Hero of Summoner's Rift, defender of the Asgardians. We looked it up beforehand. Ryong is a masculine Korean name that means dragon. So, cool. Dragons.
You know what? That's why they're about to claim the next dragon here, X-Men.
Could be. Could be, Cam.
Also, we say we looked it up. X-Men, take credit for that. You looked it up. I didn't look it up.
Cam looked it up and told me. Ryong looking for the ultimate. We'll see here in a sec.
Maybe. No, Sorry Maker is living a really long time in the enemy team, and even through his extra healing on the ult, there is no one on Summoner's Rift that can kill Sorry Maker. He is still alive, still breathing, still landing these kills. I don't think he got another triple kill in that team fight, but it was a double kill for Takoyaki.
Takoyaki Nico!
And he played Tristana.
Double kill for the Tristana there. It is a perfect ace coming through from the Asgardians. A nice little dragon for themselves. Ryong said, hey, it's in the name. I got to take one at some point. And they do exactly that. They destroy every single member of MSJ in the process. The big leads that 3T2H had built up in the early game are not coming to fruition here in the later parts of this League of Legends game. And maybe just it's not enough to have a big front line, to have that big blob out in the forefront. You do have to bring some damage to the table at some point. It's just not there, Cam.
Now, 3T2H has completed the Demonic Embrace. I did not catch if he had it before that last team fight, but now that he has a now 100% certainty, he will be able to do at least some damage on his own. I do believe he can probably 1v1 most members, maybe outside of Sorry Maker, on the Asgardian squad. But 3T2H, like you say, does need some extra damage behind him, hopefully coming out from either Dream or Penguin, because at this point, I don't see Snakey finding his way back into this game. I think if you put an Aatrox this far behind in top lane, I cannot see a way for him to make it out of the pit that he is in right now, outside of maybe claiming like tons of objective values on the side lanes.
Good stuff to be sure. 3T2H with a fake engage. He's going to fake off, back off. And he will not start that particular fight. All of a sudden, it's the Asgardians looking for the Baron. They are not on vision.
Baron, don't hit the ward. Don't hit the ward. Dubcow.
Don't hit the ward.
He almost hit the ward. I don't know if you saw that Dubcow. He was walking towards that ward. I think someone screamed the voice down. Don't hit that ward. Oh, he hit the ward.
Did hit the ward. Sorry Maker takes down the Baron, and they look to end the game here in the next few minutes for their Baron power play. It's Baron power play sponsored by Cam. Sponsored by.
Sponsored by the Dragons, coming at you from Ryong. The Dragons will bring you plenty of fashionable energy here for your Valentine's Day date, which I'm sure everyone on Summoner's Rift has for tomorrow. Yes. Please use code HSEL for your next Dragon purchase at your local Dragon dealership. All thanks to Ryong. Ryong having a very amazing game here today. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, there's a promo code for you and everything. That went pretty well. All right, we'll have to use them more often. 3T2H sweeping out the vision. Lots of that going around across Summoner's Rift so far. You will be looking for Asgardians pushing in these ways the Baron-empowered minions as they try to close in on MSJ. MSJ desperately trying to defend their base.
They are doing a good job of defending it here so far. This inhibitor turret line has not really been touched at all. I do believe all 3 inhibitor turrets are still standing at 100% HP for the time being. Now, I think this top lane turret might be the first one to fall. If Storymaker has anything to say about it, this is a 500 shutdown. If MSJ can pick it up, and the best member, I would say, to pick it up is the one to pick it up. It'll be Dream. 500 extra gold. Really 800 in his pocket.
You like to see the extra gold? That is good stuff. Young, just so massive right now in Summoner's Rift. Level 14, the highest level in the game.
Dragon versus 3T2H. There's just simply too much damage for 3T2H to deal with.
Wow.
In fact, his passive will actually end up being popped. Ryong in his own 1v3. They're trying to wait for the Zac passive to come back online, but even in the death drop, Ryong yet again able to take out Dream.
Wow, double kill!
That was the first that you needed for MSG to keep alive Celia with a really nice 3-man knock, but without any follow-up damage.
Triple kill!
End up being taken out. Snakey arriving very late in this team, but he committed Flash, he committed the Ignite, and he does not have any dashes to make it out alive. Penguin, last member standing here for MSG, but this inhibitor is not long either.
Not long at all here. Storymaker with an additional kill on the back end there, bringing themselves and their teammate Ryong to 10 kills apiece. They look for the Nexus.
Looking for the next, looking for the life of Penguin there, as well, sending him right back to his own Fountain Dream as well. Might be looking at a similar nightmare here. Storymaker, last member standing to try and take this Nexus down. He is probably the best member to take down a Nexus, but in the 1v3, he is not powerful enough. A triple kill for Dream. Is this enough to put the Kai'Sa back in the game?
Could be, Kim, and you know, if you're a San Jose Mission fan, that you're hoping that Dream gets back into this game. Off of the back of this play, Dragon going down now to Takoyaki Nico. The Leafy Bush. This is for Dragon still point.
Steal it.
Oh,
that was close.
It's a close one. It's another kill there for S-Dream, though.
Yeah, another easy shutdown there for Dream. He has picked up almost every single shutdown from the side of Asgardians. I think the last one remaining is the one from Ryong. But Dream probably got a gold ejection of about 3,000 in the previous 2 minutes.
That's exactly what they need, Camcom, to make a comeback in this game. Remember, it's just the damage that this team comp needs to succeed. They are now just 1 level behind the carries from, oh goodness, the Asgardians. And then they will be able to get back into the game. Trying to farm some of these jungle camps to really catch up. There should be one final fight. This fight will decide the game. Should be around the mid lane here too in just a little bit, folks. We go for that primary engage coming through. The Leona, big Leona ultimate. Pop Blossom following up. And then Ryong waiting into the enemy team.
Your Ryong sponsored Baron has run out for the Asgardians as well. We will get to see another fight for that in about 60 seconds if the game does make it another 60 seconds. It is currently a 9,000 gold lead roughly for the Asgardians, so they are definitely in a position, I would say, to close this game out. We just need one more team fight win in their favor, and as long as we have one pushing lane, I definitely think we could see the end of the game here very soon.
I would hope so here, Cam, as both these teams have fought hard. It's been a long game for both of them. And here's the fight. Or not.
What?
No fight so far.
That's
Here's the fight.
That's
there we go. Nope, it's a fight. Okay, all right. Yeah, just calling him a fight there.
You got a weird perception of fights.
Classic slingshot.
Maybe. That wasn't knockup. That wasn't old. That was a lot of damage coming out now from Asgardians as well. Plenty of knockups, but there's just too much CC for the Leona to handle, and as well as Starrymaker didn't have enough damage to actually survive. There's not going to be enough healing, and the MSG actually able to come out on top of this one despite the 10,000 gold deficit that they find themselves in. They got the one advantage fight that they need, but they forgot about
It's a quadra kill.
They forgot about the quadra kill. Dragon.
Give me a penta.
We got the
Penta kill.
kill. You put too much energy into taking down Starrymaker into Dub Cow. You took him down, but you forgot about Ryong. Ryong will actually be the forfeit coming out from MSG to secure ASG, their next win here in the HSEL.
No, Ryong just destroyed the Nexus with his mind. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. That was the biggest Mordekaiser ever. So much fun to watch these players play, and with the skin too. That's my favorite skin. These are some really good casts for us, Cam. You got the Bard game, I got the Mordekaiser jungle game. This is awesome. Yeah, no, really cool getting to see Ryong get that final pentakill to finish out the game. You've been looking for it all game long. Got triples, got doubles, got really close, and then finally picked off all 5. Baby, got every last one of those San Jose guys, and yeah, really well done. Incredibly effective player, and a very close game, top to bottom.
Pretty close game there before, I think, like, the massive lead that Fiora was able to find in the top lane. Like, the second that inhibitor was dropped, or not inhibitor, the Rift Herald was dropped to the top lane, and the Rift Herald alone took 2 towers. I think before then we could have said it was an even game, but then it was like, Rift Herald playing 6th man here for the Asgardians.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Rift Herald did a lot of damage and really allowed them to open up the map, look for additional neutral objectives, and of course map control, which allowed them to get further picks and really shut Zach out of the game too, right? Once you've denied vision control, it makes it a lot easier to deal with that Zach.
Was a lot easier to deal with him, despite him coming out of laning phase like 6-0, something along those lines. He had almost every single kill that they were able to claim in the first 15 minutes of the game, but it was unfortunately still not quite enough to turn it back in MSJ's favor. But unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today. I have been Camcom Axeman87. He has been very lovely today. Thank you for joining us. Axeman87 on our week 2 broadcast of the HSEL. We have had
we have had
my brain completely exploded. I'm so sorry. We've had a lot of fun casting today. I had a lot of fun casting last week as well. Thank you so much for having us here, and thank you everyone watching at home for hopefully having as good of a Monday as we have been having so far. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and we may or may not have another HSTL broadcast for you next Monday.